today, we definitely got the new. Because, well, it's like what they always say. The old leave, the new come. We're gonna have... Wait, isn't Alexander Soot? Doesn't Soot start with finesse? After we make him. I don't know how I missed you. I really don't. Like they always say, out with the old, in with the new. It is definitely the new. Don't worry, the guy on the left is is just my character after not fighting for 5 years. He still wanted to be... Wrong button. Forgot what game I was playing. Thought I was in the wrong stance, I wasn't. starting to look hurt, and his opponent looks like his eyes flashed. He's one shot after another punch.
Ready, fight!
Seems like he's targeting that wrapped up leg of his. Oh, Kid Dynamite's taking blows.
Winner by knockout and moving into the house.
Literally, the last pick for Silva is me. Listen, we're gonna have you work on your We're gonna work on my ground game. I'm not used to these motherfuckers being able to move. So we're working on what I'm good at. Your stand-up game is My stand-up game is not what I want. My ground game is what I want. So welcome to my world, where you're helping me.
Today, let's see a good flow between submissions. Perfect work. Set it up, control his arms, control his posture. Good. Good work. There we go, get that on. He's not just gonna give it to you, keep on working. I know you're upset right now, but don't worry about it. We can fix it. Let's see what you can do with submissions today. Yep. Perfect. Come on now, finish it. Stay loose, keep flowing, keep flowing. He'll give it up, don't worry. Here we go, take your time, you're in no rush. That's all right, keep moving, stay with it, you gotta flow with him.
Fuck you, Joe.
Today, let's focus on completing submissions. Good, keep that position. Good job. Come on now, let's see what else he gives you.
And on this day, I figured out I will never name my child Joe.
That's right, lock that in, squeeze. There we go, good position. Come on now, squeeze. Shake that off, that's all right, get it back. Hey, I could see you're frustrated, but I saw some things that we can really make better. Let's work on submissions today. Good job, keep finishing. Beautiful.
This guy off. Hey, yo, what?
That's it.
I'm about to turn his voice off.
There we go, set it up. Let's keep moving there. There we go, set it up, nice and close. Beautiful. Good job. There we go, squeeze. Go to the bell, let's see it. That's it. That's what we want to see.
That was so difficult. But now, that's an A. So I was going to go ahead, give it a crap ton of points. Don't show again. Bo Nichols is by far my favorite fighter today. That I don't know because, like, if I'm correct, the guy from my camp called Jonathan? Whatever his name is, it's something weird. He's like 6 foot, I think. Maybe 5'11", I don't know. He's tall. But he's by far one of my favorite fighters because, well, he's funny. Like, often the guys there are funny, but he constantly is made fun of by the BJJ guys in the camp because of one mistake he made, and and every time he's there, they're about to talk about the Von Flu like a month ago, or 2 months ago technically. They're like, no, don't bring it up. I swear to God, and they always brought it up. And you done it, the dumb thing. You done the dumb thing. Just did a stupid thing. You best be regretting the thing you did. Come on, get up. You're really making this fight a little too easy. Because your stand-up game ain't nothing. And again, if you remember correctly, this guy's teacher was, I don't know, a knockout specialist. Like, there's also a good thing to have piss poor ground game. Just a guy who, if he felt like it, could finish you at any moment in this fight so far, but hasn't been able to because you haven't given him an opportunity to go for a submission. 29 minutes. 29 minutes until Laney should be waking up. Come on, man. And you made the mistake. I was trying to warn you. You're a jiu-jitsu guy as well. I was trying to warn you about this. But if you want it to happen that quickly, boom, you're done. So, you just got submitted the first round. Because I could have knocked you out in the first round, and I went, no, let's do what this ground fighter got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 finishes. 2 submissions, 3 knockouts. But there were 3 decisions. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Because that means the 5 people on Team Silver that moved on, 4 of them, 3 of them are finishers. 1 of them, 2 of them are not. And so, Samsung. I like how his name's almost Samsung. Well, I fought this guy before. Couldn't submit him. I forgot I fought this guy to get here. I don't remember. Don't remember the guy's name, or his face, or how he looked, or anything about him. So, I don't know if I fought him before, but I plan on submitting him. Yeah. A jiu-jitsu guy better have some sense into you. Because you're about to get submitted if you make one mistake.
And there is a bully in the class called Julius, okay?
Yeah.
They're all freshmen, by the way, so they're all pretty older. They're not kids anymore. Julius is the bully of the class, okay? He is hated by mostly everybody. He's got a really horrible voice like me. He complains a lot and he thinks he's the best and he bullies everybody around him, saying that they're stupid and they're not as smart as him. And he's got the best robot and he's the smartest robotics person in the class. So yeah, he's the bully. We'll talk about him later. He's not a nice person. Reed's friends are Shelley and Pickle. Okay, Pickle's his nickname. Shelley and Pickle are brother and sister. And
Pickle?
they're Reed's best friends. Okay, so the trio there, they've got a nice little trio in the class. Reed only took robotics class to be with them as friends and stuff. And during robotics class, you see Julius having his exosuit. Again, Google an exosuit, you'll see what I mean. It's not an animatronic suit, guys. It's not like a Springlock suit, which is why I said think of Springlocks, but a little bit different. It's an exosuit, so there's no cover or anything like Spring Bonnie or anything. It's just literally think of Springtrap, right, but without the hard shell over him. Okay? Just the suit inside. That's what an exosuit is, okay? This is where things get interesting, okay? So, with all of the animatronics, well, the robotics, you have to use a radio frequency, like a remote control car, right? So you got that lead, you pull up that metal line, and you use the RC car or something, or you use a robot or something to control it. Interestingly, Nichols' remote, his remote control, was controlling Julius's exoskeleton, which is not supposed to happen, okay? So Pickles' frequency is affecting Julius's exoskeleton. So if Pickles uses his remote to walk forward or jump or whatever, the exoskeleton will do the same, okay? You need to remember that. Okay, because that's a warning for later on. And with all that, guys, I had a really nice thought as well. Think about it. So, there was a remote control that could control the exoskeleton and the robotics in the classroom. I wonder if in the FNAF lore or anything in the video games, if that ever took place, if somebody used a control to control one of the animatronics or something.
Yeah, I can't fight this.
Being affected by radio frequency or remote control. Have a think about that, because this story made me think a lot about that. Maybe someone behind the scenes was controlling them or something. But that's, you know, that's a bit wild, but you know,
Don't worry
something
about
to
it.
think about. Got a little description about the exoskeleton, guys, if you guys want some more information about it. Let me give it a little read.
Today we're gonna
Reed
defend
looked
submissions.
at the dangling metal foot of Julius's gangly exoskeleton,
Nice, let's
which
stay in
hung
there.
off the right side of Julius's desk.
Excellent
Julius's
defense.
project was a skeletal suit he intended
Turn out
to
of
wear.
that.
A collection of metal frameworks
Nice
attached to
work.
mechanical joints at the shoulders, elbows, hips, and knees.
Come on, that's all
Julius's
right. Okay, keep going,
exosuit
keep
had
going.
leather straps and
There we
metal
go.
clamps that he would hold the contraption in place
All
on
right, come on,
Julius's
rotate out.
body. He had been bragging that it
Way to move.
You've already
Pull out of that.
so hold it high.
Excellent.
Your hands at the ground. Lead it. Flat. Because you know, saving
It's okay,
time
keep working,
is never
stay
as
tight.
important as cherishing it.
Nice.
You are fighting. This is your reward. Modella, the mark of a fighter.
Rotate.
it would make him even
Beautiful.
faster and
Keep
stronger
pushing.
than he already was. So yeah, guys, it's a big metallic
Rip out of
suit, and he can go inside and strap himself on,
You are a
and
machine
clamp
in there
himself
today.
on, and he can move around and like make him, you know, faster and stronger because you know he's got metal framework on him now. You've seen them in movies, and you've probably seen them on Google and stuff or on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, hopefully. And again, Pickles says that his remote is strong and can work through walls, okay? So
Oh, that
Pickles'
sounds important.
remote control has a very, very strong signal, okay? Again, is this... I was reading through this, I was like, hold on a sec. Is this hinting that something's going to happen with the exoskeleton? At the end of class, guys, Julius, because he's so angry at Pickles' remote affecting his exoskeleton, when Pickles is about to leave class, Julius trips him over, okay? And Pickles smashes his nose off the desk and he gets a nosebleed. So,
Damn.
you know, Julius is
L.
not a nice person. And when this happens, Julius is laughing, you know, laughing at Pickles, being a really horrible bully. He doesn't go like, oh, sorry, like, I didn't want your nose to bleed. Like, he's not a nice person, guys, like, really, really nasty. You know, the typical movie bully, where they actually cause harm to people physically. So he trips Pickles over, breaks his nose, or bruises his nose, sorry, and then runs away. And Julius looks back at Reed and starts, like, giving him an evil grin, like, you know, I'm the boss around here. Look what I've just done to your friend. Now, these are the only two in the class now. Everybody's left apart from Julius and Reed, okay? So we've got, like, a one-on-one confrontation with each other. And Julius just blabbers on about how Reed is stupid, he doesn't belong in this class. At least Pickles is smart, and at least Shelley is smarter than you. You don't belong in this class, you're stupid, you're ugly, you know, you're disgusting, you don't belong here. And obviously this starts to annoy Reed, he gets really angry. Arthur lean of the fist, you know, angry, getting angry, and Julius is like, what are you going to do, hit me? Julius starts to give Reed a little bit of a presentation of his exoskeleton, because Reed isn't very good at robotics. The creation he's made is terrible. No offense, Reed. But Julius goes, look at my exoskeleton, you know, look how fantastic it is. I'm such a smart person, like, I'm the smartest person in this class. I'm going to put you in this exoskeleton, I'm going to strap you in, and I'm going to make you be a slave, and I'm going to make you dance like a monkey. I'm going to put you in the suit, and I'm going to, like, strap you in there, and I'm going to use my remote to make you move around and dance like a monkey. That's what he says. Now, guys, this is where things take a really bad turn, okay? Julius, while talking about this, the exoskeleton, wants to show it off to Reed. He gets inside the exoskeleton, okay? He gets inside the exoskeleton. Julius, heavy with the exoskeleton riding his body, leaned down and fiddled with the wires leading to the skeleton circuits. Reed wished he had the guts to reach out and shove Julius across the room,
Winner
him
by submission
and his
and moving on
stupid
to the finals.
exoskeleton. But it was a good thing he didn't. A second later, Reed was glad he wasn't touching Julius. A radiant flash burst up like fireworks as a power surge sparked in the exoskeleton. Julius's body twitched, his eyes widened, and he went rigid for several seconds. And Reed looks down, so yeah, basically there's a power surge in the exoskeleton and loads of flash and lightning and electrical discharge and stuff. And Reed looks down at the exoskeleton, and Julius looks knocked out, so Julius is knocked out from this happening. Reed blinked and studied Julius's inert form. Then Reed's gaze landed on the wrist and ankle joints of the suit. Finally,
Today we're going to focus on your accuracy on the heavy
stepping over to Julius, Reed quickly locked the wrist and ankle joints.
That's
They
it.
fitted together with a satisfying snip.
Push, push, push.
As soon as they did,
Nice
Reed
job.
stepped back and grinned. Reed picked up his backpack and...
That's it. Perfect form. Find your rhythm. Let's get it together. Good job. Here we go. Keep working. Great job, man. Your timing is on
They got a flying name. That's good to know for this upcoming fight.
and slung it over his shoulder. He watched as Julius opened his eyes. It took a second for him to get oriented, but when he did, he attempted to strip off the
When you live the life of a fight, you deserve the mark of a fight.
exoskeleton. Oops, Reed said. He backed towards the classroom door. He finally found his voice. I must have locked you in. My bad. Julius jerked his arms, yanking to free them from the restraints of his skeletal suit. He kicked up his legs. With his right hand, he grabbed at the exoskeleton, hugging his left hand. He grunted and strained. The skeleton wouldn't budge. What the hell did you do, punk? Julius yelled. Unlock me! I don't think so, Reed said. Do what I tell you. Unlock me! Julius's face was a mottled mix of red and purple, and his eyes looked like they were bulging out of his head. Spittle clung to the corners of his mouth. Reed shrugged and grinned. He couldn't remember the last time he was this pleased with himself. Not that he had thought through what he was doing. What was the point of what he had just done? Was he just messing with Julius, or was he going to leave Julius in the suit overnight? Did he do that? Why not? He'd get in trouble. That's why not. Julius would tell the teachers what Reed did, but all Reed would have had to do was deny it. So yeah, guys, Reed has trapped Julius inside the exoskeleton, and he's debating whether to keep Julius in the suit overnight, which is a pretty long time, and a very...
That's an outstanding transition. He's got back control here. Looking for the rear naked choke. Now he's got it. He opens it up, pulls him onto his back, goes palm to palm here. He's looking to finish right here. That is very tight. That rear naked choke is in deep. Any second now he may have to tap. He says it is all over! It is all over! He got the choke for the tap. Time now for our fight replay. And let's see this one more time. A classic rear naked choke, perfectly executed for the victory. And here we see it again from a second angle. Cuts off the blood supply, and there's the tap. And let's watch it here one more time. Deep submission and the tap. Here is Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 23 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a rear naked choke. And now, this season's Ultimate Fighter lightweight winner, season's Ultimate Fighter.
Tobacco? In my mouth? What? Wait, nope, this is pee. Oh. It was good. It was good. What? This kid has put everyone on check after his striking, after he showed off his striking, it seems. And so people are going to be slightly more worried about standing in front of him after all that, after what he did in that last fight. That is true, but let's see what this kid can do now that he's in the UFC. Yeah, not that many people are excited to watch him.
Coming up next, it's a matchup of two of the top submission specialists in the game today, between Bulldog and Kid Dynamite. Kid Dynamite, as always, very well prepared and extremely focused and ready to go to battle.
This guy has some of the best arm bars and leg locks we have
Very
ever.
bad thing to do. So this is what Reed says. I'm going to do you a favour, Reed said. Happy that he had something clever to say. I'm going to leave you here in your seat overnight so you can get an idea of what it feels like to have someone treat you the way you've treated everyone else. Maybe your robot can teach you a thing or two. Reed leaves and leaves Julius there. And this is when Julius gets really angry, and have a listen to what the kind of stuff he says. Do you know what you've done? I'm going to kill you. The last few words came out of a nearly unintelligible screech as Reed pulled the door closed. I'm going to rip your head off and flush it down the toilet. I'm going to tear you apart limb from limb. Get back in here and unlock this. Come back here and let me out of this thing, Julius screamed. You can't leave me in here like this. So, yeah, you can see that Julius is angry. Angry with a lot of emotions. Lot of emotions. So, Reed leaves Julius to suffer because he feels like he deserves it. But I don't think anybody deserves that. Whatever they've done, that is very, very harsh. So yeah, Reed leaves and leaves Julius to be trapped in there all night. So he leaves, he goes to the bus stop, he goes into the bus, and this is where the breaking wheel title comes from, okay? So on the school bus, guys, Shelley is reading a book about all of the torture devices and stuff back in the olden days, okay? You know, like 500, 600 years ago. So on the bus at first, Shelley's just reading books and telling Reed what she's what she's reading. She talks about different torture devices and like cracking schools open and stuff like that. And while Shelley's telling Reed this, Reed is like, am I torturing Julius right now? What am I doing? So he's starting to question his actions, guys. Reed's starting to really question about his actions, but Reed is considering like what he did was justice, but sometimes justice can lead to bad consequences in the Fazbear Fright stories anyway, or in real life. Basically, Reed is just filled with too much anger and, you know, anger against Julius, that he thinks what he's done is justice, but it's not really justice. It's you know, it's made Reed as bad as Julius, you know. Locking him in an exoskeleton all night, you know, that's pretty bad. But, you know, they're kids, so, you know, it's different, I guess. Let me read you a little bit about what the breaking wheel is, guys. Now, this is the breaking wheel, okay? And again, when Shelley is reading this, Reed is going back to, like, thinking about Julius, like, oh, what if I've, you know, gave Julius the breaking wheel, the wheel torch device? They called it that, she continued, because it was used to crush the bones of the condemned. The device was designed for torture, lasting over multiple days. The wheel was made up of many radial spokes, and the person subjected to it was tied to the whole wheel before a club or cudgel was used to beat their limbs. This process reduced the human being into a mutilated bag of bones. What one looker described it as a wreathing, moaning monster with bloody tentacles. It's basically foreshadowing, guys. You know, it's a Fazbear Fright story. It's foreshadowing what's going to happen. But, you know, that's when I was like, hold on a sec. He's talking about torture devices and stuff. Something bad's going to happen to Julius. Especially when he's in like an exoskeleton like suit. And this is making Reed like think more and more about what he's doing. Like, hold on, you know, what I'm doing is pretty bad. Am I torturing Julius right now?
See what he did there?
I think he's learned his lesson by now. I should go back later on when I get back home. So yeah, Reed has realised already that he's screwed up and he needs to go back soon.
Distance, find your distance. Last 10, let's get it.
If a scammer gets on your system, they're going to live on there. They'll go through things like your photos, on your browser, your emails.
Today we're working on stopping the shot.
See if Julius is okay. So then, guys, Reed, Shelley, and Pickles go to Shelley's parents' house. You know, they have a lot of food there, and they're going to have like a little study for homework with loads of food because they're.
Don't let him hit you.
A little bit of backstory about
That's
Reed,
it.
by
Good
the way.
stance. There we go.
He doesn't have a mom. He's only got a dad, and his dad doesn't really cook or anything, so
Perfect. That's
a lot
it.
at home.
Nice job.
So again, another character that doesn't have a family member,
There we go.
like a mom or a dad.
Keep going.
Yeah. Now, remember the remote control?
Nice.
Oh dear. You remember how Pickles'
That's
remote
it.
control can affect the exoskeleton, right?
Yeah.
This is where
Not
Reed
great.
starts to, you know, think like, hold on. So Pickles and Shelley have a little brother called Ori. He's like 6 years old or something. Pickles lets him play with the remote robots. The little robots, really, really cool and smart. He can like climb walls and drive around and like run around and do crawl and stuff. Really, really awesome. He gives the remote control to Ori, and Ori starts playing with it and just going around the house in it. Okay, but now he remembered Reed. Julius had been complaining that Pickles' remote was affecting Julius's exoskeleton, and Julius was now locked into that metal frame. His body inextricably linked with its structure, and therefore inextricably, I can't say that, linked with its movement. What if it had crashed into something the way Pickles' robot had just crashed into the hearth? Was it spinning in circles right now? So yeah, the robot's going all over the place, hitting walls, hitting the fireplace, and Reed at the back of his head is thinking, hold on, what if the exact same thing is happening to Julius right now back at the classroom? And Reed does ask Pickle about the distance that the radio frequency can work. And Pickle says that it shouldn't be that far. By the way, Reed never mentions what he's done to Julius to his friends, okay? Not once. So when Reed asks about the radio frequency, he doesn't mention Julius or anything, he just asks, like, how far do you think your remote control could go? Pickles just says, like, not that far, especially with the walls. He can do, like, one wall, but nothing, like, from his house to the school. Reed's still worrying, so he's just watching the robotic skeleton racing through the room, dizzying serpentine routes around the furniture. Reed tried not to imagine Julius skipping around the robotics classroom in a similar fashion. If he was doing in his suit what Pickles' robot was doing here, Julius would be bashed into walls and furniture. He'd be at least badly bruised, more likely. He'd be badly bruised, but more likely, he'd have broken bones. Oh man, Reed thought, I might be torturing Julius. So yeah, throughout all this time and process, guys, Reed really needs to, check on Julius, and the robot is still roaming around the room, hitting walls and stuff, and any time it gets, the robot makes any noises, he imagines the noises of Julius's bones being broken and cracked and, getting crushed by the exoskeleton. And Reed now really thinks that something's going on. He's like, a little bit of him is like, he's going insane, and a little bit of him is like, I've got a feeling like something really bad is happening to Julius right now. Reed can't handle it, and he really needs to get back to the school, so he tries to make up an excuse, but he can't. Like, he can't figure out what he can do. He doesn't want to tell them. And interestingly, now things get really, really deep, okay? Now, this is where I was like, oh, damn. Because I thought Julius was going to go to the school and see what happened to Julius. But now, guys, okay, when the little robot in the room starts hitting the walls in the house, a bigger thud outside is hitting the wall of the house as well. Okay? So, you got, like, the robot, like, hitting the walls like this, or whatever. And then, while that's happening at the same time, you've got the thud outside the house as well. So yeah, what do you guys think that is? I don't know. Weirdly though, only Reed was hearing all these noises from outside. Pickles and Shelley and all weren't taking any notice of it. So again, Reed thinks that he's going insane and that he's imagining it. But again, the robot hits the wall. And something hits the house again with a big thud. And then, guys, because this robot's so cool and amazing, it can crawl on walls. So, when the robot in the house, in the room, when Ulrich's controlling the remote control, he makes the robot climb the wall, climb up the wall. And then Reed can hear something outside climbing up the house. Okay?
Giant spider.
So yeah, little robot in the room, in control, climbs the wall, something outside. Reed hears climbing up the wall. Reed says to Shelley and Pickles, like, hey, can I go upstairs to check out any books that you've got? I'd like to read a book tonight. So he goes upstairs alone to secretly investigate if anything's outside the house. Okay? The motion sensor outside comes on in the garden, so Reed definitely thinks something's outside, but you can't hear any movement at all. You can't hear anything. And while he's looking around the room and looking outside to see if anything's there, Pickles, Shelley and Ori leave to go and get a soda at one of the stores down the street. Okay? Bad move. When I read this, when I saw that Pickles, Shelley and Ori...
Out of nowhere, this choke.
Over is my light ambition.
What he needs to do to the rear naked choke, he's got to control his opponent's body either with both hooks in or with the body triangle and get one of the choking arms underneath the chin. From there, he can either go palm to palm.
Today, we're going to be unboxing these headphones that I bought online. See the thing?
For the tap.
Ori left the house, leaving Reed alone. It's a classic horror cliche. Reed's alone, something bad is going to happen, right? He's left alone now. So while they've left, guys, Reed keeps looking around the rooms, checks outside each window, looks down at the back garden, the backyard, and nothing was outside at this point. Nothing is outside, so it seems safe. Nothing's calling them on the walls, there's no noises or anything, there's no bumps in the dark, nothing's there apparently. So Reed thinks he's safe now, you know. It was windy outside apparently, so probably just the wind blowing the trees and stuff, maybe some branches were hitting the house, but that's about it. So Reed's like, okay, I'm just imagining this, I'm going insane, I need to go and, you know, find Julius at the store to figure things out and see that he's okay. So he goes back into the room where they were all hanging out, obviously alone now, and he looks around the room, and the remote control is in the room, okay? It's not being used.
So that's right. Yep.
Now,
Yeah.
think about that for a second. The remote control isn't being used now, and it's in the room. So, if Julius is at the school, nothing bad's happening to him anymore because the remote's not being used, okay? But interestingly, the robot wasn't inside. The robot wasn't around. The robot was nowhere to be seen, the little robot. So in the room, the living room, guys, where they all hang out, there is like a big model of a family house, the house where they live. You know, like a little dollhouse. It's very, very big, okay? Aha! That's where the little robot went. It was inside the miniature house. Behind the miniature house. Reed started to reach into the miniature house to rescue the robot. Before he could get a hand in through the front door, though, a little robotic skeleton raised up off the floor of the house. Reed jumped, then started to shout.
Oh, I know what's gonna happen. Julius is just like, yo, bro, why you do this to me? Why you do this to me? Whoa, I'm here. I want my revenge. Eats him up.
Between Bulletproof and Kid Dynamite. Kid Dynamite, coming off a great training camp and feels outstanding. This guy,
Who wouldn't feel outstanding? Your entire time, you've only had 3 fights in the year, like 3 or 4 fights in the UFC. All of them have ended with you knocking your opponent out cold. Well, two of them have ended with you. Well, I think one or two of them have ended with you showing off your power, and two of them have ended with you showing off your submission game.
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Time now for our fight replay.
And let's take a look at the replay. This is the shot that drops him.
Here is Bruce Buffer.
Oh, I showed him the submission. When I did that, move, submit him. Ah. I could have the submission of the night. But I didn't go for it. I feel stupid now.
Shake his head at his edginess. So, in the dollhouse, guys, the little robot is in the living room, okay? In the dollhouse, guys, there's an even miniature house in the room that he's in, okay? Does that make sense? So it's just a fully modelled version of the house that he's in right now.
2 submissions.
With all the details, including the little dollhouse. So, the little robot, what Ori's been playing around with in the room, is behind that little dollhouse.
He's only missed 60 strikes and 5. And he's landed. Like, that's a lot of strikes landed. He's gotten all but 1 takedown. He's gotten all his moves. He's knocked down his opponents twice. He has 2 submissions. Whenever he gets that submission, he will submit them. So it's like, who's gonna beat him? And who's gonna stop me?
In the model house, okay? So what do you think is going to happen? The little robot has stood up, and that's when Julius sprang up from behind the model house. Because the little robot and Julius have the same frequency, they're basically the same robot together, okay? So that's why the little robot was behind the little house, and then Julius was behind the bigger house, okay? Reed scrambled backwards, screaming. In his mind, he called what he was seeing Julius, because his vivid imagination had prepared him to see the boy the way he looked now. But Julius didn't look a thing like Julius. He was, in fact, exactly what Reed's mind had known Julius would be. Now, nothing more than a fleshy, octopus-like mass of pulpy limbs attached to a metal frame. Julius could no longer be called a boy. He couldn't even be called human.
Oh my god.
Our tale of the tape for this lightweight collision. Comeback Kid is 8 years his elder. Kid Dynamite is... Comeback Kid. Kid Dynamite.
Let's go fight, Rob.
Here we go.
Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
White trunks for Kid Dynamite. Black trunks for Comeback Kid. Man, coming off that knockout victory.
Oh, he caught him early.
Great head kick.
Oh, he's landed some good shots
Big
here.
shots.
Oh, stunning jab. Oh, with the big knee. He's hurt. It's a sugar fist.
Wow. Huge bomb from the top.
Vicious shot to the body.
And now looking to finish by submission.
He's looking for the triangle choke here. What he wants to do is first he switches to the arm bar, rolls him over on his back.
This may be the end,
He got
Joe.
it. That's it.
It is all over.
Great job in getting this fight.
Reed wasn't even sure Julius was alive. Yes, Julius moved, but Reed didn't know if that was Julius initiating the movements or if his corpse was just being controlled by the metal framework latched onto Julius like a loathsome external parasite. Julius's face was slack. There was no life there. It was slack because it looked like the bone structure of his forehead, cheeks, and jaw had been pulverized. His features were so distorted, he resembled some kind of crudely sewn cloth version of himself, no longer framed by wavy blonde hair, because that hair was now sticky and stringy with congealed blood. Julius's face was like a repulsive doll's face, a doll much worse than Alexa's baby doll with the staring black eyes. Julius's eyes were 1,000 times more disconcerting than empty black ones. His eyes had rolled back in his head, so all that was showing was the whites, the murky, cloudy whites. Those ghostly whites made him look like a sightless zombie. But, like a zombie, Julius, alive or not, was moving. He was moving determinedly towards Reed. So I think the authors wanted to imply that the exoskeleton is now controlling himself, okay? Because the remote control's still in the room. So who's controlling it? Nobody. This made me think that, the Fazbear Frights story, right? Julius has been killed inside the exoskeleton, okay? When Reed was right. Ori was playing with the remote control in the room, and the signal was so strong it was controlling Julius as well. And obviously Julius was trapped in the exoskeleton. So when Ori was moving the little robot around the house, hitting walls, climbing walls, smashing it on the floor and stuff like that, same thing was happening to Julius. You can imagine the exoskeleton bars and pins, every time he hit a wall and stuff, were basically completely crushing his face and body and limbs. So that's why I said it's kind of like a spring-lock failure, but completely different. Where, like, it wasn't really like any spring locks inside there's no spring locks inside the exoskeleton, but there were like bars and stuff right on the exoskeleton. So when Ori was bashing it on the walls and stuff, the bars were basically stabbing and impaling Julius while inside the exoskeleton. So obviously Reed needs to escape. He's alone with this big dying inside Julius exoskeleton. So Reed needs to get the hell out of there. So he tries to think what to do. He tries to think, oh, can I get through the window? Can I escape through the door? But unfortunately, Julius, because he's in the exoskeleton, it's an exoskeleton, guys. It's not a human. Okay. So wherever Reed tries to run to, the exoskeleton jumps in front of him and blocks his path. Okay? It's too quick. The exoskeleton's way too quick for Reed. Okay? Reed cannot escape. Turning, Reed ran towards the entryway. The Julius thing scuttled out from behind the miniature house and tumbled across the floor after him. Reed tore through the archway, rounding the corner and heading to the front door. Before he could get there, though, Julius sprang to the ceiling and skittered past Reed to block his way to the front door. Julius is too quick for him. He can jump on ceilings, crawl on ceilings. Think of like Ballora or something. How Ballora can like be a spider. Creepy, right? Really, really creepy scenery. And you can imagine like just Julius's dead body, not even moving or talking, just like that inside the exoskeleton.
Mm-hmm.
my friends, that's right, we are reacting to a recent wrestling match that I had against someone that has worked for WWE. Now, it's actually quite a cool story for me. There I am, screaming as I seem to do in all of these things, just weird little fist pump, no idea what was going in there. The first question people are going to say is, Simon, why are you only wearing one elbow pad? It's not actually an elbow pad. It's actually, I'd hurt my elbow, not hurt it, I just tweaked it a little bit in the gym. So I thought, well, I may as well put it on to protect myself, because obviously there's going to be a lot of bumping in this match. But the way it kind of rolled up without me realising, it made it look like an elbow pad, and I actually quite like it. So I went and bought another one. So in my next match, I'm going to start wearing, they're not even elbow pads, they're just sort of like sleeves. But yeah, there's a random aside for you. But yeah, I mean, I got to take on Joe Connors, who was in the WWE NXT UK system for years. But better than that, not better than that, but more fascinating for me, is that when I was training to be a wrestler, he was really integral to WCPW. You know, like that. He was the champion for ages, I'm pretty sure. But I used to interview him, I used to talk to him, and we tied it into the build and the story for this. But I like those full circle things in professional wrestling. I never thought that was going to be the case.
Today,
Here we
let's
are.
focus on stopping the top man from advancing position. All right, break his posture. You know what to do in this position. Let's create space. Start moving those hips. Off balance him. Don't let him settle. There we go. Get comfortable down bottom. Let's go to the bell. Keep going.
We start off
Stay low. Perfect. Nice.
Stop Pro Wrestling. Massive shout out to Shotty and the rest of the team at Stop Pro. I mean, they've been so good to me. They've been so nice. And the fact they allowed me to main event only their second show, that means a lot to me, right? It just does, because
keep your hips moving. Let's go. I want you to keep
the sort of vibe they're going for is very much 2023 independent wrestling vibe.
You look great.
This is kind of the first time I've actually been able to have a match like this, which is a bit more hard hitting, a bit more crazy. Again, breaking stuff down here, you have to forgive me, but Austin and Bret Hart did it so we did it too. Joe went out of his way to make sure that we were going to do stuff that nobody else was going to do. So it felt like a main event. Because I know how YouTube works, we'll now just get right into the match. So yeah, right now, we're into the match. We've done the intros. Joe's done his entrance. I mean, I'd like to watch all of it, but again, I see audience retention. So, you know, Top Pros, heavy as the head of the show. You can get it on Vimeo now if you want to watch the whole thing. It's really cheap. It's like a few pounds or a few dollars if you're American. And there's a bunch of good people on the card, which is another reason why I was completely humbled to main event the thing. Now, I have watched this once before, but I haven't watched it in a few weeks. Now, people have been very kind to me about this match, so thank you very much. Now, I, as you know, if you've watched these before, will only be critical. That's just the way. But yeah, we start off with the idea as well that I'm a powerhouse, middle of the powerhouse, but Joe is the experienced, smart referee. Referee? I'm just talking about the referee is the smart veteran. But I love this. Because the show had been so long, Joe felt like we needed to do something different. And look, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's proper wrestling stuff. He just takes out the ref. I love it. It's kind of like goofy wrestling. But it just meant that we could, you know, do this, get into it, a few punches, 20-foot ring as well. It's hard to work in a 20-foot ring, I tell you. Get rid of him, and then...
Can't skip that out. I hate this.
In test systems like source measurement units or hardware in the loop.
You ready?
And then we're just going to go and brawl everywhere. Now, I've never actually done, well, I've done sort of mini brawls, but not like this. There is one hilarious bit coming up. Only I could totally screw something up. But as we talked about before, I actually love it when you screw up, because I think it makes things a bit more personable. But yeah, we are going to go on a proper round the houses. You hear that? I want to make. I went quite there deliberately. He really laid into it, got to the back. But I like that. I know it sounds a bit weird. If you don't wrestle, you probably don't get it. I wouldn't have got it either. But when people lay stuff in to hit you hard in safe places, you can just react and sell to it then. And I'll also, I know I shouldn't do this, you can get so mad at me, but let's not. I'm not going to patronise you. You know what's going on here. Joe was saying to me here, chop me, chop me. I thought he was saying drop me, drop me. Now, he came in here with a bit of, I can't remember what it was now, but he was hurt. So I wanted to protect as much as possible. I was like, I'm dropping you on the outside. And it took me so long to realise. It was one of those moments like, why am I so dumb? However, we did get into the chops. I always enjoy doing this. I just sell my hand when I do a chop, do the chop. And I need to lay my chops in there, I'll give you that. But I just sell my hand. I don't know why. I just get a kick out of it. But this is when we get to what is not the best part of the match, but the best part to me. So I'm going to whip him over, go to reverse it, stop, like a little slide, that was an accident. He runs in. Now, the idea was to climb on Barry barricade and just do an axe handle. Problem is that barrier was way thinner.
Look at that eye, man. That is a mess. Landing it will tonight. Looking for the suplex.
Okay, and just do an axe handle. Problem is that barrier was way thinner than I thought it was going to be, and I was like, oh, so I was just going to leave it, but then Joe, bless him, went go do it again. Because he's right, he was the right call to make. Again, that's a veteran. And this is proper your brain going, okay, we need to do it. But I was so unstable, I proceeded to do the worst. I mean, look at me, I'm like a baby. Like a baby trying to climb for the first.
This might be the difference in this fight.
Looking for the suplex.
Quick jab.
Yeah, I felt like that'd be up.
What power that guy
I could have submitted him at any moment. Didn't want it.
Time now for our fight replay. And here in the replay, we see this huge left hand landing for the knockout. Here's another look at it here.
The worst axe handle ever. Because I was
so
unsteady on my feet. And I even said to that guy, there was a guy who went nuts for it. I said, that's right, always believe in yourself. And you can do it. But this is when things got nuts. Now, there was a guy who went nuts for it. I said, that's right. I was so unsteady on my feet. And for the first time, the worst axe handle ever. Because I was so unsteady on my feet. And I even said to that guy, there was a guy who went nuts for it. I said, that's right, always believe in yourself. And you can do it. But this is when things got nuts. Now, all of this hurt. Not in a bad way, but in the sense that we kind of, because we wanted to make sure we got the crowd back into it after a long show, we kind of realised we've got to up the ante. So I got thrown to the chairs. I probably could have taken that a little bit better, to be honest, but it still hurt like shit. So I'm not gonna go too crazy about it. But it was, and you see when we get to the kind of end of it too, it was a shame, and I totally understand. Some people had to go home early just because, you know, it was Sunday and people had buses and trains or whatever to get. But thank you to everyone that did come, of course. That's just the way, man. Like, it's only their second show. You've got to learn with this stuff. And I tell you,
Gilbert Burns.
in terms of the cards they put on and the way they run it and the passion they have and the stories they want to tell and build and who they want to use, top are fantastic. They're genuinely fantastic. I kind of had a good feeling about them to begin with. This sucks too. I know you put your hands out.
All right, let's lay some hands on the heavy bag today.
Yeah, from day
keep going.
that's brilliant. But from day one, I was like, there's something
right there.
There's something to these guys, and I think when we get to sort of 4th, 5th, 6th show, there's going to be something special. See, I can't even remember what happened. I remember we were fighting out there, and I remember a lot of people being genuinely like, man, that's quite.
That's it.
I think that's very
Nice. Where's the spot? Where's the open? Let's go to the belt. Keep going. Oh, nailed it. Hey, you showed a lot of talent today. Way to be gritty.
Gritty?
Right, buddy. Let's beat this heavy bag up today. Hands and elbows only. There we go. Right there, just like that. Nice.
Door? Oh, that's right, you guys do it again.
That's it. Let's
and
get
this
it.
time I'm like, nah, I don't think so, bro. So I pushed him through a door. But it's funny things like that. You think, I've got one shot. You think you would just lean backwards and you fall to the floor, you don't.
Nobody would stand to that.
You really have to wiggle and try and wriggle. That's what he did. Where did it go?
There we go. Keep throwing. Perfect.
But I quite like this too. Just that little shot there was awesome. And then the door opens, it's thrown back out again.
But not bad.
I don't know why. These are the things I like in wrestling. Look at my back there already. We've been going 5 minutes. We got the reddest back. But this is actually my spot that I called. I said at one point, I'm going to take a big run up. Who knows what we're going to do? And I want you to throw the line of chairs at me. Because I'd seen it, I can't remember now, but I'd seen it and I wanted to do it. Now, I kind of wussed out a little bit. But it still hurt like hell. So you kind of had this sort of back and forth with your brain. You're like, a bit like that. Like, it really hurt. But I think I could have held myself into them a little bit more. But again, because there was a little bit of pain afterwards, your brain does go, should I have just... Maybe somehow my brain was right in this moment. The fight or flight kicked in. And but it was weird. It's one of those things where I must be being a little bit harsh. Because again, so many people sent me messages. Cheap plug. Come follow me on Twitter and Instagram, Simon316, talking about that bit. And Joe is so good at interacting with the crowd. People really hated him. And that's perfect, right? Because if people really hate the heel, even if they're not massively into me, by proxy they'd be like, well, I hope that Bull guy wins, just to shut the other guy up. So, yeah, that was great. Shout out to Stephanie Sterling and Phoenix in the crowd. That was a wonderful thing to see. Stephanie was on the card. Again, you can get the whole thing on Vimeo right now. There'll be a link in the description below. They came out to watch. Made my day. It was so nice. And also, I apologised to LA Taylor. We were just brawling, right? So I thought, well, I'm going to throw Joe into this. And I'm going to throw him into the thing there. I didn't realise the merchandise was still there. So it was like a handprint or something on LA Taylor's merch. So again, I'm going to put a link to LA Taylor's merch in there too. If you want to go buy an 8x10 or one of her shirts, please do it. Because I have to make it up for her. I think I did it on Twitter too, and I think she sold a few, which is good. Hopefully she balanced her books. But I suppose it's not good. You shouldn't ruin people's merchandise. But I did like the fact that I was totally in the moment in this match. And
Coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Gilbert Burns and Kid Dynamite. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Kid Dynamite is 19, Burns is 31. Kid Dynamite will have a 4-inch.
Sometimes you're not able to do that. But I mean, Joe laid most of it out. That's not another one. He laid it out in such a good way that it made sense to me. And when things make sense to you, you don't worry about it. Like, well, of course we would do that, and then we would do that. So you're less clear in the headlights, and you're more in the moment. This is something I wanted to do too. Again, I was like, we're doing the traditional main event. The second time I've done this, and you watch my Predators match against the I go to give him the Falcon Arrow or something on the stage. You know, awesome that stage is too. Honestly, the amount of
just missed with the elbow.
Joe goes round the back. I don't know what's going on, and he gives me a slam. Now, that sucks. There's no choice about it. That absolutely sucks. But again, it got a reaction, and people kept mentioning it. No, man, you really took that slam. And also, it ties into the next part of the story, which I'll get to in a minute, because Joe put him in.
Nice sweep. Now he's in the corner.
Looking for the triangle here. Trying to lock it up. Grabs his ankle. Pulls down on his shin. He's going to switch to the armbar. There's more pressure on that arm.
You guys keep getting too easily distracted, and it's just like, okay, boom, you're done.
Impromptu promo here, which I'm going to skip past only because I'm going to talk over it, so you're not going to be able to hear it. But again, it goes to show what a pro he was. He wants to allow me to sell. Also, going down those stairs, you know what to do? I was going to throw myself down, and I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I did some weird little run. It was so dumb. Yeah, but Joe just, he felt it. He felt like I needed to be able to sell a bit. He needed to get more. Well, he didn't need to get more heat. He had mega heat. But I suppose he was just like, I don't know. It just worked. It just worked. It really, really pissed off everyone. And when we get to my comeback, which we will do in a second, it massively worked. But again, I know how YouTube works, so let me get to the point where we are back in the ring. Then back in the ring. He's been ragging on me for a while. He stomped on my neck, I believe. He did something I can't remember. But this is when now, the whole point is, I've been slammed on that, I've already sort of, my stamina bar's gone down from everything on the outside. I've been slammed on that stage. So now, because he's more experienced than me, and because he's got mean streak, again, he's the Hill World Champion, I'm in trouble, right? Now, if you're a long-term watcher of professional wrestling, you may know this as the Sting Ric Flair storyline. And it is very similar, because Ric Flair would kick the crap out of Sting, and all of a sudden Sting couldn't take no more. And so he got up. Now, I'm going to go quiet again. Hopefully this comes across. I don't know how much it's going to... These are the hardest chops I've ever received in my life. But again, it had to be that way because my chest started to redden and I got a bit of a bruise on there. But you'll see, it kind of silenced the crowd. And the commentators did a great job. Shout out to those guys. But it silenced the crowd a bit because the reason the chop works so much is everyone knows what it's like to be chopped, right? Everyone's been slapped. And when you hear the noise and when you see someone bruising, you can identify with that. You can sympathise, you can empathise, and you can do all of these things. When he had chopped the crap out of me, it looked like Miller's got nothing else. And as you'll see in about 5 to 10 seconds, all of a sudden I snap out of it because I can't take anymore. I try and shut up so you can hear the crowd, but they rose.
Alexander.
They came up. Right, they came up, and again, I know I keep saying about it. This is after a long show, and it just stands to reason. If the fans have seen a lot of shows, seen a lot of wrestling, by the last match they're going to be a bit worn out. But I mean, every one of these hurt, by the way. I just got absolutely ballistic. I don't even know what I was trying to do here, but I was punching and slapping. I was just, again, in hindsight, less probably would have been more. But I was genuinely amped. It was one of the few times where I've had a match and the reaction has been more about what's going on in the ring and responding to the move. So a little bit, I kind of screwed up that back suplex a little bit, but it was one of those things where it actually wasn't a problem. And then, obviously, it was just Stinger Splash time. And I was just going to give him Stinger Splash after Stinger Splash, just...
Never the fact that he's talking about this thing's like, yeah, we changed it up on the fly. Big man him talked about this and went, listen, I want you to do this and I want you to do this.
It's a lightweight bout between Alexander and Kid
Aquinta.
Dynamite.
Just try and G up the crowd, do some weird little running stuff that I always do, and basically get to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, Miller's coming back into this. He's had his ass kicked, and now he's got his second wind. So we whip him in, give him that. He goes for the up and over. We grab him. Again, I was a little bit too far back, but that's all right. I kind of like this stuff. Sometimes it looks good. Into the running power slam. Bam! So that's move one, right? All of a sudden, oh my gosh, Miller's back on top now. He's going to get a pin. 1, 2. Close my eyes when I do pins. I do it all the time. I gotta stop doing it. You gotta open your eyes. It's the emotions. I mean, I'm an arrogant man, right? I hit one power slam after getting an ass kick. I'm like, what, 2? Are you kidding me, Rev? So now we're going to go to the Falcon Arrow, who I've been trying to establish more and more, because I think it can be used to finish. I think it's about in another match. So we go for that. This was quite fun. My leg gave out. But I actually quite like stuff like that, because I think it looks more realistic. Then we turn around, of course, what do we go for? The most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up. Goes down, only gets a 2, and then what does Joe do? I come back in, he goes to the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up. You can see who's running this market. But now we go in.
Oh, I knew Miller was wanting that. I'm quick hint as a boxer, so this is not a good fight to be standing and banging with. Not a bang with, but I'm ready to show that I'm going down easy.
If he's able to get a win tonight, he will move up in the rankings, but man, he's going to be challenged.
And there's another nice kick. Very nice kicks here.
Left hand.
These guys are going at it here right away, trading blows. He trips, boom, got him to the ground.
Nicely done. Man, he's got the reversal.
Hard hook, push kick.
Kid Dynamite's limping on that one. Oh, man, that was a big strike.
What an exchange! Oh!
Strong jab.
He is going after it here.
Big kick. Oh, that hook did damage. Oh, big combination.
Look at this, takedown.
Nice punch by Ryan. No damage done as he blocks the elbow. Big shot landed. He's hurt.
Nice takedown. It looks like he caught his arm. He's in full mount here. He's looking for the arm bar. First thing he wants to do is he wants to secure the arm, tie it up, then shift his hips forward, rotate the hips, throw his leg across his face. Then he wants to sit back, break the grip, extend his body, straighten out the arm, and get the tap. He gets out. I thought he was going to have to tap. Wow. He's working from side control. And he reverses position.
First guy to Is that why Quinta gonna be the first guy to get out of the first round?
Back up to his feet again.
Good connection with the straight by Kid Dynamite. Big takedowns late in the round.
Go for it.
Oh, tries for a triangle. He's got the leg over the shoulder. Now, he's going to pull down on his shin. It's very close here. He's in big trouble.
Looking for the finish.
He almost made it out of the round.
Wow! Round's about to end. Sunk in that submission and got the victory.
Time now for our fight replay.
And we see here,
Stop the hand, pull it in, bang. Now again, I went to the poker out here. I think I had a problem with my knee, because it went out again. I must have just tweaked it during the match. So as I was up there, I was like, I'm not going to get the rotation. Just turn it into a jackhammer. And I think sometimes in wrestling, like in all kind of live sports, not live sports, live performances, you need to be able to do that. I must just tweak my knee, you happy.
Yes, got the money. Woo! That's what I wanted. I'm gonna get that moolah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Sorry, I didn't say that, but 19 seconds. He was 19 seconds away from surviving round 1. All my fights have lasted 1 round. All of them. Now let me come close to going to the second. And now let's check this out. Career stats. 4 out of 10 fights I have won via knockout. I've gotten 9 out of 12. 12, 10, 11, 12. Wait, no, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've missed 3. Damn it. Look at this shit. This is the, like, 21 minutes and 54 seconds. That must be counting the intros as well. Because I don't think I've even spent that long in it. Fight. Joe Low's on. Draymond Parcel. I'm Parcel, that's his name. Okay, I'm gonna mute, because this video is definitely gonna have copyright music.
Coming up next, it's a matchup of 2 men who possess outstanding submission skills in this battle between Bad Intentions and Kid Dynamite. Bad Intentions. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. Kid Dynamite is 19. Bad Intentions is 26. Kid Dynamite will have... Bad Intentions. Kid Dynamite.
Let's go fight.
Here we go. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. White trunks for Kid Dynamite. Black trunks for Bad Intentions. Joe, he is the possessor of some really powerful leg kicks, and he loves to punish the body. And another vicious elbow scores. This might be the difference in this fight. Nice hands. Kid Dynamite was the good knee.
Nice kick to the body.
Kid Dynamite was the combination.
Another knee. Big
Nice
uppercut. I like that, Mike. I like how he's mixing it up.
Big shots.
Powerful left hand. Nice jab.
He caught him with the head kick.
Oh!
Oh, and another jab.
He hurt him with that hook. Nasty combinations here.
Nice job avoiding the leg kick.
Powerful uppercut.
Oh, that one hurt him.
Oh, combination. He's teeing off. It's a vicious shot.
Elbow.
Big elbow to the head lands. He's stunned.
Oh, looking for his back.
Don't allow him to hold you down. Keep moving. Keep moving.
He's got the back.
This is where he's outstanding.
He's trying to secure the rear naked choke. Looks like he's got it now. He rolls on. He's got it under the chin now. He's trying to go palm to palm.
Looking for the finish.
He's got it pretty deep here, Mike. That rear naked choke was close, but he's out. He's in full guard. Now he's back into full guard. He's throwing a leg up, looking for a triangle. He's got the leg over the shoulder. Now he's going to pull down on his shin, transition to the armbar. And he's out. Wow, that arm was in deep. Side control.
Vicious elbow. And now looking to finish by submission. And he got his head up.
Get yourself to the side. Scramble, scramble, scramble. Move, scramble. Pummel out.
Side control.
In a good position, a better position.
Back up. That's a nice punch by Kid Dynamite. First takedown of the fight.
He's got to make some sort of attempt to get out of this guard.
And the round comes to a close. And what a statement he made with that takedown.
And here we see some beautiful submission offense here. Let's see if we can get a better look at that from another angle. Beautiful submission attempt. It looks good, but can't get it.
The lovely Jenny.
You ready? You ready?
Here is round two. Look for him to go on the attack early in this round to try to pick up where he left off in the last round. His opponent was dazed and in big trouble when that round ended.
Wow, what a great job mixing things up. Good slip of that punch. Bad intentions, his cut is getting worse. Man, it's bleeding. And again he connects. Nice shot.
Both men landing in that exchange.
Look at how many body strikes he's landing. That's impressive.
Hard elbows.
Bad intentions with a big leg kick.
Hit him with the jab.
Trying to close the distance. He's in a better position here with the tie clinch.
He trips. Boom. Got him to the ground.
Nicely done.
And the Kimura attempt here. He's transitioning to the armbar from the Kimura. That was a deep armbar, but a beautiful escape.
Full guard. Postures up.
Wow. Back up to the feet.
Kid Dynamite was a solid uppercut. Now made a good
elbow. Very nice.
Another connection by Kid Dynamite. Nice strikes land.
More elbows over and over again. He's been effective with these elbows, and they are starting to take their toll.
Nice jab. Strong elbow to the head by Kid Dynamite.
Wow! Oh!
And it's all over! And it's all over!
Landed a huge kick for the knockout.
Time now for our fight replay.
Let's take another look at the huge roundhouse kick that ended this fight. As soon as it lands, this contest is over. We can see it from a different angle here. Look at the power in this roundhouse kick. And when it lands, the fight is done. Look at this. And he's out.
Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliotta has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kid Dynamite.
Kid Dynamite wins by knockout.
Top control today. Here we go. Keep grinding. That's it. That's it. Pass that. Way to stay ahead of him. Let's set up your strikes. Come on, buddy. Let's work out of that. That's it. Stay heavy on top. 5 seconds. Let's get it. Keep your shoulders flat. Great job today. Top control was stifling.
Well, someone just joined my stream and went, damn, he ain't talking, time to leave. And it's like, whoa. You expect me to have my mic unmuted while I watch a video with copyrighted music? Apparently not that big of a YouTuber. Like a not very big YouTuber is apparently having controversy about them. I broke into YouTuber houses and gave them coffee. Jack, you can't just break into people's houses. Please, I don't want you to come down here. Like in today's video, we're breaking into people's houses and I'm giving them my coffee. What are you doing here? Coffee. Okay, sure. Okay, I'll take it. That's what I thought. Where the hell did he even come from? I don't know. I think the walls. I hate you, walls.
Coming up next, it's a UFC lightweight division bout.
The Tubbyland Archives Act 1 is the first part of a multiple-part FNAF fan game series that released 8 months ago. The game was developed by Clicky Code and is a remake of the iconic fan game Five Nights at Tubbyland, which was released over 7 years ago. Just by comparing the two games' Game Jolt pages, we can see how much the developer has improved over the 7 years since the release of the original title. Each render shared on the Game Jolt page showcases the insanely high-detailed animatronics we will be facing, as well as the horror.
I don't like how spooky it looks. Looks spooky. Looks like it's going to scare me. Booga booga. Give me Astral Spiff. Daddy Spiff. I wouldn't be shocked if I'm woken up with because I said that. I'm not be shocked if I now die alone, no matter what.
Far enough?
Fight scheduled
Far.
for 3
I
5-minute rounds.
think if someone comes here, I probably couldn't power
Joe,
off.
he's been very impressive in his last few fights, and tonight he fights on the main card for the gold.
Oh, let me see that. How did he just die? Oh, that weird-looking dog.
Who made the forest is, so like, he was there for a long time. But when do I close the door? Yep. It's that. It just is either right up 15 and a... Okay, yeah, so it says predator.
Oh, that's a heavy body. Big shot.
You looked at the shy guy, you idiot.
Cool. That's the guy you're not supposed to look at. What's that on the floor?
Big shot.
Alright, we're learning things. Kind of covering our base, dying to one at a time. And then you have a good...
And he's out of the triangle.
You have a good idea of how they work if you are familiar with SCP. Alright, the crewmate is back in the fort. When you close the door.
Throws the leg over the face. Now he's got to extend his body.
Okay, good.
He's going to extend the body.
So far, there hasn't been anything mandatory. Like, I haven't died because of failure to look at cam. Maybe I was supposed to find Peanut before he comes to me.
Deep
You have to look at
beautiful escape.
Peanut, I found you.
Side control.
Nicely done.
They clinch.
Oh, okay. So now I'm not used to
He scores the throw. Into the full guard.
I'm very good.
Kid
The
Dynamite.
power up because somebody was venting. Why am I... Oh, because the vent. Or because... Yeah. That's it. Oxygen. Yeah.
He was looking for the head kick, but it was blocked.
Oh, very nicely done.
You have to figure out what happens if you fail to close this over-top thing, because I have to stop it every time. It appears we're dealing with everybody.
But...
He's back.
Damn, he did.
Step forward with his right leg. Now he's in southpaw.
Keep him busy.
Get good, leader.
Good right-left combo by Kid Dynamite. He's really mixing things up tonight.
Hit him with the jab.
Joe, that's another big head kick. His opponent needs to start the
Wait, the mic should be... Okay. Wait, the lights should be... Okay. Should I not have looked away? Should I have left the lights on? You gotta, like, look at it. You can't close the vent. Definitely don't turn off the lights. Yeah. I thought it was somebody else coming through the vent. Now that I know it's Peanut, I need to check him on camera. Oh, if he makes it in, am I just dead? That's more off. So presumably then, the only cams I need are vent, which I could even do on the PC, and Peanut cams. The nutting will begin shortly. What if
Hey, yo.
Watch it.
huge takedown in the final seconds.
Well, that's awkward.
Let's take a look at some of the action here. And here we see some beautiful submission.
Vampires. That's what these monsters became.
I will never play Redfall. I could get paid $1 billion. I won't pay it. Pay it? Play it.
Night 2? Yeah. I was very close to that. The problem is lack of watching where in Florida.
Good roundhouse kick to the midsection.
Never seen him in Florida.
Nice jab.
We are keeping him in one place. So as long as I don't catastrophically lock something else up, Peanut's not going to make it. You can stop looking at him right now. Peanut hasn't left his one ring yet.
Vicious combination.
How am I still one usage?
I think there's a part that makes it even scarier is the fact that this is a kickball. And this is a ground fighter. And he's out striking a striker.
Very neutral. Yeah. Well, if I'm playing a game with less blocking each other.
Get good. Bunga bunga!
The crewmate does not like hose. Get fucked. What? GG. Get fucked.
Half guard right now.
What did I say? I'm the X's hose gone. Hey.
He keeps busy from the bottom.
He's doing a great job of utilizing the ground and pound here. Really getting off some excellent shots.
Good job.
Looking for the rear naked here. Trying to get it. Looks like he's got it now. He rolls on. He's got it under the chin now. He's trying to go palm to palm. That's a deep
I
kick.
wonder, are they going to add multiple every night? That's pretty...
Whoa, what?
Beautiful escape. That rear naked choke was nasty.
I thought so.
Full guard now.
We have to pick which elevator to launch so he doesn't come up here. That's how it works. So we have to watch Peanut.
That's a good straight.
Play.
What a back and forth
X's
exchange.
and O's. Avoid the suit. Avoid
Kid Dynamite with a
the
good
crewmate.
jab.
That guy. And figure out which way this guy's coming right there currently. Spice. Very spice. Oh, he's there. And the door's closed. Massive water road.
Joe, this has been the theme of this fight, and he has utilized that strike.
What? Oh, shit.
Kid Dynamite gets caught by the leg. Let's see what he can do from here.
Hip escape. Nice hip escape.
That was a good move.
Postures up here.
Stressing out.
He's looking to pass here, Joe.
Now he's in guard. Back to full mount again. He's got the back.
This is where he's outstanding. 15 seconds.
It was closed when your boy died, yeah. Or when I died.
Joey did a nice job blocking that. They have fought for 10 minutes. That's the end of round number 2.
And here we see some beautiful submission offense here. Let's
Suppose
take a
it was
look
a
at
bug,
that
it was
from
too
a
late to
different
close,
angle.
that's why you couldn't. Listen.
And here it is from another angle.
Oh. Dude, you're not going.
He always looks straight at Shy Guys.
Are you ready? You ready?
Thanks, you got
5 minutes left.
Get those balls alive.
He's definitely going to
Hey, yo, what?
start this round off fast to try to pick up where he left off. His opponent was in big trouble at the end of that round.
Kid Dynamite with a strong elbow to the head. Nice straight punch. He lands a head kick.
One elevator.
Big straight punch.
Just gotta close the break. So Friday one again, and then 2, then 3.
Just missed with the big left.
I like that, Mike. I like how he's mixing it up.
Beyond that, focus on Peanut.
Got the takedown.
That's exactly what I wanted you to do, though.
Translation on and off as
Now he's
necessary.
mounting.
And drop to the dog. I'll wait for the crewmate here.
Hey, wait.
Looking for an armbar.
Oh, Peanut's gone.
You're trying to submit a submission specialist. Do you not think he's gonna be know how to stop submissions? Oh, my hands! They don't fucking
Okay.
hands. Do you know that these are a game? Something to block with. What are these doing? Nothing at fucking all. Well, who do you think I am, huh? Randy Orton? Do you think I'm about to fucking come out over from RKO, motherfucker? Fuck you. I just realized that's the quickest I've ever fucking snapped at this game. And because the game fucking broke. Again, never when you see a guy take one hit on the ground, they immediately go and fucking snap their own arms. Never. You see them go ahead and quickly try and cover the fuck up. Nate Diaz. I lost one fight. One. And I went all the way to 31st. I was 14. How badly did they think I lost? Because I dominated. I was a dominant force that fight. And it's like, boom. 31st. Bitch, what the fuck? I'm quoting what I just fucking said. So I'm choking on my own saliva. I do not recommend it. Boom, 31st. Bitch, what the fuck? I think I'm done dying.
Coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Nate Diaz and Kid Dynamite.
See, like, I beat that quicker than I beat Night 2, even though it was considerably harder, you know? Because you get better. There's Tic-Tac-Toe, Among Us, and FNAF 2 in one game. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Save now, my boss. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem, Yoda, I got you. Now the question is, are they going to add anything? Or was that max and now it just gets harder?
Only loss is when he was 19 so far. In his whole pro career, he's only had one loss. He's gonna use that. He's just gonna use his strength. He's about to fight a Diaz brother. They're known for their boxing, but they're also known for their grappling.
with a solid jab. Trying to grab the leg, and he does.
And he gets a single leg.
God damn, the noises he was making was sounding like Lainey when she's mad. I'm sorry, I had to make that joke. You're right. Oh, okay, yeah, you're already so unsubscribing. Fair enough.
He's back up. Hit him with a jab. He lands a head kick.
Powerful left hand.
Oh, and he lands the head kick.
Big right hand.
Teeing off. Oh! Big takedown. Nice sweep. Kid Dynamite with the takedown. Back to his feet. Good block.
Tagged him.
And he caught him again.
They are exchanging here, Mike.
Good right-left combination.
He's down.
He's back up.
We want to drop those hands?
By that head kick. Oh, that's a vicious kick.
Hard straight punch.
I missed.
He's teeing off with some vicious shots.
Oh, man, that leg kick did some damage.
Oh, I've gone down by 2 viewers. Wow.
Strong jab.
Born and now leaving because I'm no longer choking on my own saliva.
Another one. That hurt him.
Big straight punch.
Good combinations. Big power jabs.
He is going after it here.
Big uppercut. Side control.
This is where those knees to the body can come and play.
Kid Dynamite with a strong elbow to the head.
He hits him with a hammer fist.
15 seconds.
He got for the arm. He got for the arm.
Almost had the armbar. Round 1 is complete. Nate Diaz is showing the effects of another great battle.
He's got a big cut below his eye. Not the worst spot in the world for a cut, but it doesn't look good.
And also one.
Let's take a look at some of the action here.
And also one directly above the eye.
Head kick. You can really see how awesome that round was by these highlights.
Brittany gets us set for round number 2. Round 2. Comes out swinging.
Oh, you already lost him.
My bad. I flicked down and I flicked the mask instead.
What a great job mixing things up. Kid Dynamite with a strong jab.
Oh, he connected with that right
Boom.
Diaz.
I think that's copyrighted. I think that's copyrighted.
Strong combination. He was able to defend that huge elbow.
Oh, damn, that's yikes.
Look at the advantage.
We'll play the same moves.
Dynamite's really taking it to his opponent.
Not good. He needs moving too much. If I turn the computer off, even for a bit, you know, I wouldn't be able to cycle ventilation. So what would be the point of removing a power source? Let's just see. Let's see how quick it goes. How do I turn it back on? Is the Teddy stopping me from turning it back on? Okay. I actually don't mind that, because it means that then you're probably not needed to do that all that often.
Couldn't agree with you more, Mike.
Oh yeah, I'm dead to get peanuts. And yeah, boy, I made it to 4 a.m. with, you know, big ooh, not bad.
Let's move it.
We have a visitor.
Reversal here.
Loopy guy.
Okay. I'll do my own thing if he doesn't do anything. Don't touch it, the spaghetti. It's bad spaghetti, Spiff. You don't understand. Touch the spaghetti or don't
It gives
touch
you
the
15
spaghetti.
different kinds of answer.
Joey has his opponent cut. Let's see if he looks for more of the same. He's taken down by
Yo, is that what happens when you touch the spaghetti?
Fuck yeah. We'll keep it the spaghetti every time. That's fantastic. What a great addition.
Kid Dynamite's continuing to punish that wounded eye. And you can see that the swelling continues to get worse and worse.
He's absolutely targeting that eye. You can clearly see, and he's landing combinations on it repeatedly.
That huge head kick was blocked.
Tries for a low single.
Big takedown late in the round.
Into full guard.
30 seconds.
He's softening him up with elbows.
Oh, shoot.
He's back up
Big
again.
diving punch to the head. He's getting beat up on the body.
Dang it. The spaghetti is called Air Destroy.
Final seconds of round number 2.
There you go.
Round number 2 complete.
Why have 2 men are standing?
Executed trip. Incredible highlights in that round.
Here we go, final round, you ready? You ready? Let's
Third and final round. Great jab by Kid Dynamite.
Oh boy. It's on the freaking
Nice roundhouse kick to the body.
move.
Oh, he tagged him with that straight. Neat gets caught again. And a big elbow, Joe. Huge
Would have had to
kicks.
bam bam. Bam bam. Wow. The whole thing. You got so close to beating Night 4, 558. So like, is Night 4 really hard? We kind of beat Night 3 and then just kind of stopped. It's really hard. First things first, computer on, and then Peanut. Oh, here comes Peanut. Forgot it was Pat.
Excellent timing here to land a big left hand to stop the fight.
He looks straight out of his.
Just say. Ah yes, yes. Ah yes, the imposter. I remember this all. Here's Peanut. And I should probably go downstairs and close an elevator. As for everything else, I'll be rotating between oxygen on.
Boom, 31st, bitch. What the fuck? Boom, 31st, bitch. Not the 31st. You want some clip from what I was watching? Damage. Yep. Yeah, I took more. That's the most damage I've taken in a fight.
Well, sometimes it takes time to realize what they make mistakes. You should know that. It's happened with every quarterback in science in 2019. Almost the entire AFC South wants their pick. Man, you guys are really scared of this dude, huh? Wouldn't you be? The guy finally got a head coach that doesn't smell like Heineken and divorce, and suddenly he looks like the Peyton Manning clone we all thought he'd be. Yeah,
oh, not that.
We'll also give you 3 first-round picks. So will we. Same here. Almost the entire NFC South wants our pick, too. Man, the South hasn't been down this bad since the Civil War. All right, look, you guys are all offering the same thing, so someone's going to have to set themselves apart. How about this? We'll take out one of the first-round picks. You can offer us a weapon for Justin Fields. That way, everyone will stop yelling at us about the Claypool trade. Falcons, what about Kyle Pitts or Drake London? Yeah, you don't even use them. We need them as decoys. How else are we going to get Michael Pruitt open? Hey, Indy, what about Michael Pittman? We don't really want to lose our best receiver. Your loss, Texans? We have none. Thank you for your honesty. DJ Moore. I'm sorry. Did you say DJ Moore? You want him or not? Deal. Pleasure doing business. All right, last call for this #1 pick. Going to the highest bidder today. So, what do we got? We'll give you 3 first-round picks. We will also give you 3 first-round picks. We probably will too. We could have avoided this by losing week 8. Oh, really? I thought you said you didn't regret that.
Break his balance.
Hey, thanks for taking this meeting with us. I think you'll really like it. Yeah, I just feel like the Jets really fit my personality. Oh, yeah? Why's that? Well, you're the least popular football team in New York, but that doesn't stop you from thinking you're more important than you really are and desperately hoping people pay attention. Well, I don't really think that. Plus, this helps me complete this weird Brett Favre arc I've been working on. You're not just going to go to the Vikings next season, are you?
Look at the bell. Let's see it.
What? Nothing.
Clinch control. Pull down his head.
You're ready for this?
Walk your
Well,
hips
then we're
in.
Palpatine over there. Hey, pal, darkness is kind of my thing. Careful what you wish for. Career in New
You
York.
showed a lot of talent today. Way to be
Aren't we in
gritty.
New Jersey? We don't really talk about it. This city will accept you with open arms and just as quickly chew you up and spit you out. Is that maybe just because you stink? What if you underperform? I'm a 4-time MVP. Can you handle the backstabbing? I'll be on the shame I have. The relentless criticism. Have you searched my name on Twitter? Ever? You're not ready for New York. You never would do. You drafted this guy? You see why we're trying so hard to trade for a 39-year-old? Yeah, I do. It's been rough out here. Could have tried to sign Geno Smith. He's pretty good now. Shut up. Hey, thanks for taking this.
Geno Smith, he's pretty good now.
Yeah, I just feel like the Jets really fit my personality. Oh, yeah? Why? So Derek Carr and Geno Smith can get long-term deals, but I get smacked upside the head with the franchise tag. That's great. I mean, you are asking for way more than what they got. Yeah, because I'm worth way more than what they got. Hey, I'm the best quarterback in the NFC South now. Have some respect, Derek. That bar is so low a drunk hamster can jump over it. All right, at least give some props to Geno. You're right. Geno, congrats. Hell of a story. Honestly, I'm still in shock. Imagine 5 years ago someone told you Geno Smith would get a $100 million contract. You'd never believe him. Actually, I would. I just would have assumed you were still bad and it was the Browns that gave you that contract. Hey, guys, Daniel Jones just got paid too. You've got to be kidding me. It's okay, Lamar. You'll be one of us soon enough. God, there is no us. That's the whole point. I'm sorry, but I'm on a different level than you guys. A different level? What? So you're telling me everyone who's ever called me Vanilla Vic has just been being sarcastic and people have hyped me up to be way better than I actually am? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the main person to do that is named Bengal. So I'm gonna get a straight face when I say that. Bengal is a Giants fan. Your name's Bengal. Be a Bengals fan, you nerd.
You ready? Here we go! Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. While always evolving in all facets of mixed martial arts, for this fight, it's been all about jiu-jitsu. He has trained very hard on his grappling skills.
He's doing an excellent job of mixing up his strikes here. Oh.
Landed it. He continues to score with his strikes. Joe, his jab, very effective in the fight. Nice jab by Kid Dynamite. Oh, he completes the suplex.
Howdy,
Big left hand.
That's all.
Looking for a triangle. Throws one leg over the shoulder.
Oh my God.
Grabs his ankle. Pulls down on his shin.
There's nothing disastrous you can do while I'm around watching over these guys. Who said anything about this?
He's out. Wow, that arm was in deep. Side control. Nicely done.
I'm gonna need ibuprofen. I
This
just
is
want to
one of
open
those knees to the body can come and play.
Howdy,
They're locked in a clinch.
That's all. Get more of those. Daddy time. Oh my.
I just like that. Daddy time! Don't call me that.
Knees landed from the clinch to the head.
They separate. Oh, he lands that right. Oh, he got rocked. Oh,
Big right hand clipped him. Oh, and reversed. Now he's got the hooks in, Joe. Going for the rear naked. In, or the body triangle. Then